Hey, welcome back to Saturdays at Derek's. I'm Mike.
And I'm Derek. Welcome to my house. I'm going to take my pants off now because I love you.
So, this week, Daredevil premiered on Netflix, and it's, fucking awesome.
That might be an understatement. I mean, it's lived up. And granted, I'm not all the way through yet. I still got like 3 more episodes to go. But it's definitely lived up to my expectations.
Well, I'm further along than you are, and yeah, I don't want to ruin it for you, but man, there's a scene coming that's just gonna drop your fucking jaw, dude.
Yeah?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's fucking great.
Violent. It's a little bit more violent than I was actually expecting. I was expecting violence, but I wasn't expecting like Punisher level violence.
Well, and it's got a lot of great drama to it, and it's more psychological than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
Yeah. At first I was kind of disappointed with how they were portraying the Kingpin. But since we've kind of caught up to his storyline a little bit, you kind of understand a little bit more about what he's about.
Yeah. No, I think what you're getting at is he seemed kind of wishy-washy at first.
Yeah, well, like he's scared of girls. And he just doesn't seem very comfortable in his own skin.
Mm-hmm. Turns out, he's fucked up in the head.
Yeah, which is a bit of a departure. I mean, in the comic, he's got that strategic mindset of I'm planning 10 steps ahead to blow your shit up.
Right.
But you don't really see that side of him that's like borderline psychotic.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think what this really is that it's really, really early for the Kingpin as a character as well as Matt Murdock. So I'm guessing that his character is gonna arc and become that confident strategist.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I think the character is just kind of finding his feet and developing into what the Kingpin will be later, which I think is a great take rather than just dumping him in your lap as the fully fleshed out character, and you didn't really get to take that journey with him to becoming that.
Yeah.
And I really like that they decided to do that with him.
Yeah. The other characters are all really cool. I really like Foggy.
Yeah.
I really like Matt Murdock.
Oh, yeah.
They got the physicality of Matt Murdock down to a T. They got the physicality of Stick right down to a T.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Stick looks just like he's come right off the page.
Mm-hmm.
Kingpin, for my taste, is a little bit small.
Yeah, and it's possible that they didn't have the budget to do the CG perspective thing.
Or they just didn't want to give him a big bodysuit that he was going to be uncomfortable wearing all the time.
Yeah, because in the comics, Kingpin is gigantic. He's easily 3 times the size of Vincent D'Onofrio.
Mm-hmm.
And they can do stuff like that. I mean, they made John Rhys Davies, dwarf
2 feet smaller
for Lord of the Rings, and they made
the Hobbit's like 5 feet smaller than they.
Yeah, well, and in
Yeah,
Captain America, they made Chris Evans
yeah.
tiny, and then like buff later. So they can change the size of actors, and maybe they just didn't have the budget to do it. Or maybe they wanted it slightly more grounded in reality and to make him a more believable human being. Because really, Wilson Fisk is a normal human. He's got no superpowers. He looks fat, but it's actually all muscle. That's the one big deal thing for his character. Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, definitely, it actually exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, no, I cannot say enough. Get on the internet, get on Netflix, binge the fuck out of this.
And then write that you want Punisher.
Yes. Yeah.
Write in, we want Punisher on Netflix. Because Netflix is the place you can do it right.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They've done an excellent job, and for all the stuff that Netflix has done for their original programming in the past, I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good.
Yeah.
This is really great.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Good job, Netflix and Marvel.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward to the next 4 series from you guys.
You've earned my $8 a month.
And please give us another season of Daredevil itself.
Yeah.
If not, like 10 more.
Yes, right. And if anybody wants to start a trend, let's go with hashtag Punisher. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would be the shit.
It would. It would be just absolutely amazing.
And then if they can work it out, start putting like some of the movie characters in, like if they can get Spider-Man to do some cameo episodes.
Right?
That would be
cool.
cool.
That would be great.
Spider-Man and Daredevil fighting side by side.
Team up, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trying to stop the Punisher from killing Spider-Man.
Right?
Just like his original
origin?
episode. Yeah, his original issue. Yeah.
Yeah. But...
guys.
But that's it. I can't think of anything else to really say about that. It's fucking amazing. If you don't have Netflix, you're some kind of
a rock someplace. Or you just got bored with it, so it's a good time to re-sign on for a couple months until you get bored with it again, then go ahead and dump off.
Definitely worthwhile. Worth the money and the time. Fucking do it.
So this last week was International Tabletop Week, or International Tabletop Day.
Which we thoroughly celebrated.
Yes. We finally got everybody, not everybody over, but a good chunk of the people over, and did some gaming.
Yeah, it was a great time. A lot of fun, a lot of board gaming. We did film a lot of it, so there will be a separate episode just devoted to game day coming up soon.
An episode of Cashing Guns coming up, and an episode of The Resistance, which we shot because that was the one that you could play with the most people.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna try and film more board gaming episodes and get board gaming up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's been something we've been intending to do for a while, but the last time we actually had a game day event planned, things just got all gaffled up.
Yeah, huge storms and people weren't healthy. So
yeah, there was illnesses, so we lost a lot of people that were supposed to come by. But expect it to be a fairly regular thing because we do game day once every 3 months or so.
Yeah, try to. I want to try and get it once a month this summer. See if we can get people over here at least once a month. And we're gonna do we're looking at doing a 24-hour charity event for.
If you watch the MightyCon episode, we interviewed a representative from
extralife.org.
extralife.org, and we're going to participate in the Extra Life event this coming October. It's going to be a full weekend, 2 12-hour sessions of nothing but gaming, board games, video games,
tag,
tiddlywinks, thumb wrestling.
Jello wrestling, pizza eating contests. Yeah,
it's just
the usual fare.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and if you're at all interested, don't forget to go check out
extralife.org. Set up your own. It's extra-life.org, not extra life as a full word. Set up your own event. Register with your own children's hospital, and see if you can help kids out, get a little bit healthier,
and have some fun to boot. There's no downside. You get to play games and help out sick kids.
Yeah.
It is rolling up on summertime movie season, so we have arranged a list of the top 10 movies that we're looking forward to in 2015.
And in this top 10 is one of the movies coming up. Spoilers.
We had a disagreement over slot 1 and slot 2 because it's a toss-up between Star Wars 7.
Well, let's not ruin it yet. Let's go from 10
to 1?
10 to 1, yeah.
Really? Don't we
Let's
want to
do
be
this like a
different?
top
Do
10
we want to
list.
be fucking Mojo?
Hey, let's conform.
Wuss. Just, oh.
I say we
You
conform.
break so easily. Fine. At slot number 10, just because it's a superhero movie
And it comes out on somebody's birthday.
and it comes out on somebody's birthday,
Hopefully it's better than G.I. Joe was.
but it's being produced by Fox, so I'm not really. I'm going to see this movie to laugh at it, potentially. If it ends up being a good movie, I'll be pleasantly surprised, enjoy it. I will come back on the show and go, "Oh, that was fucking awesome."
I'm just going to see it to
right
see
now,
if the Roger Corman version is still my favorite version.
sadly, it might be.
Fantastic Four. Which hopefully will live up to its name, although we're not terribly hopeful.
Yes, and we could come up with a mocking name for it later. Why? What's at number 9, sir?
Number 9 is a movie about some of our favorite dead creatures. Dinosaurs.
Zombies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
dinosaurs.
undead creatures, dead creatures.
Zombie dinosaurs. How cool would that shit be?
Let's go play some Smash Up.
Right.
Jurassic World.
I've never really been into the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go see this, but
It's got Star-Lord in it.
okay.
And it's got giant dinosaurs trying to eat Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And possibly Jeff Goldblum making a cameo.
Look, if Drax shows up and comes bursting out of a T-Rex's stomach, I'll watch it.
That would be tits.
But I don't know. Jurassic never really caught my imagination. I've seen them; they were okay, but I was not part of the Jurassic mania in the '90s.
Well,
I was like, fuck Jurassic Park. I'm gonna go watch The Crow again.
Yeah.
You know, face
it's kind of the
paint,
downside
face
of coming out
paint,
against The Crow.
black trench coat. You know. But anyway, I digress.
Do you feel a little bit better about choice number 8?
Choice number 8, Terminator Genesis.
Or are you
I
kind of
like-
burnt out on Terminators?
No, it's not that I'm burnt out on Terminator. I like Terminator movies. I've watched them all. I mean, and it's a hit and miss thing, and when you deal with time travel, it tends to be a messy affair. You know, the original Terminator, very cool. T2 Judgment Day, even better, shockingly. I mean, it was one of the few sequels that was better than the original. Mm-hmm. Not by a lot, because the original was, bad as fuck. But if you go back and watch the original, like when Arnie carves his eye out, it's a rubber face.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a lot of the special effects don't hold up.
That's one of the special effects that holds up the least in any movie.
Yeah, but it was cool. I dug it, and it sounds like in Genesis they're going to try to straighten out all the temporal issues that have cropped up over the last 30 years now.
Yeah, because we used to talk to Dan about this, and Dan was always like, they're just going to keep pushing back Judgment Day.
Yeah. It's because I remember when the original Judgment Day came, I marked it on my calendar. I went around to people. I was like, the world ends today, and I didn't even have a sandwich board on. But no, it's been screwed up because Sarah Connor had cancer, but then they did the TV show, so suddenly she doesn't have cancer because they time traveled over the part where she died, and then she's alive again after she was supposed to be dead, and this and that and the other thing, and things got screwed up and twisted around, and as as many times as they avert Judgment Day, they're like, no, wait a minute, that didn't really fucking happen, because then this other thing happened.
Yeah.
You know, because they want to keep making more money off of the franchise, so they keep pushing the idea that it's kind of an inevitable thing.
The last 3 films have definitely been kind of a disappointment. I actually kind of enjoyed the last one a little bit.
The one where it was just in the future.
Yeah. I wish it would have been less of a gimme type movie.
Yeah,
where, it was what was gonna happen.
It was all right. The thing where the Terminator didn't know it was a Terminator, I thought that was a cool idea. That was something really interesting to
It just
explore.
would have been nice if they wouldn't have told us.
Yeah, it was. I guess altogether, that one just kind of felt uneven. There was really good, interesting things there, and then there were other things that just fucked it all up.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I want to see it. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to go back and completely reset the timeline.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the idea of Terminator Genesis, is they're going to go back to the very, very beginning and try to unfuck all of the divergent timelines.
Yeah.
So,
number 7, I'm sure you're a little bit more hopeful for.
yeah, I am. Ted 2. I really like Ted. I was one of the 6 people that liked A Million Ways to Die in the West. I have good expectations for Ted 2. It should be really funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like Seth MacFarlane stuff.
Yeah, for the most part, Family Guy has fallen apart, but
he hits most of the notes of humor that I find funny, which is dick and fart jokes. I really like Kevin Smith, and I really like Seth MacFarlane for the same reason.
But he's not just dick and fart jokes. I mean, he kind of relentlessly points out the ridiculousness of a lot of things, and isn't ashamed to show his own ridiculousness, which I can appreciate. So.
Number 6 should be interesting. It's one of the few movies that is on this list that isn't a sequel or a comic book movie or a pop culture movie. Well, I guess it could be considered a pop culture movie of sorts.
Yeah.
It's a biopic about
the NWA.
Yeah. One of the premier.
The title of the movie is Straight Outta Compton, and it's a biopic about the NWA. Coming up in the early 90s.
Yeah. And it should be really interesting.
Yeah, well, we watched the trailer the other day, and it looked like it's going to be really good. And it looks like it's going to be very interesting, so I'm really looking forward to checking that out.
And it's going to make us miss good rap music.
Well, I already do. Hip-hop is shit these days, man. You know, yeah, just fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like hip hop now has.
It's like all music these days, where there's a formula, you follow it, you make your money, you sell your 1 or 2 songs that you become.
And it
big.
doesn't have any heart.
And you make your money and you get out.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's really got anything to say.
And then Jay-Z moves on to the next artist he wants to make famous.
Yeah. For
a day and a half.
Yeah, but NWA was I'll fight the power and fuck the cops, and we're being shit on, beat down, and mistreated by society, and we're not gonna fucking take it anymore, and
and it speaks to.
And now you just got Kanye West being a fucking jackass.
That message speaks to more than the people it was intended to speak to. There were subjects that they touched on that hit a bone with us even.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't facing those same circumstances. There were circumstances that we were facing that.
Social injustice is colorblind.
Yes.
I think that's kind of what you're getting at.
Yeah. So, it was important music.
It was. And, that's
our number 5 most excited to see film of the year. Ant-Man.
I thought you said excited.
Basically...
Excited, I'm not even semi-hard. okay, no, but seriously, it's a Marvel movie, so I'm kind of going on blind faith.
And looking at some of the stuff that I've seen of it, in spite of all the problems and the fact that it's a freaking Ant-Man movie, like the Yellow Jacket looks really cool.
Yeah, he did.
And
it might be kind of funny.
yeah,
There did seem to be some snarky humor in the trailer, so
yeah,
I'll get on board for that.
yeah. I mean the train scene.
Yeah,
Looked funny.
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean there are some cool aspects that I've seen.
No,
so
and
far.
the shot of him like, I'm Ant-Man. Yeah, I know.
The name wasn't my idea.
Yeah. So it might be funny, and again, with Marvel movies, I've had a couple of them that I kind of went, how the fuck are you gonna pull that off? And they have pulled it off.
Yeah.
So I do have faith in Marvel Studios and Disney.
I have to say this: they pulled off the movies that we thought were gonna be sucky.
Yeah.
Better than the movies that we thought were gonna be awesome, like Iron Man 3. We were like, oh, Mandarin's gonna be so awesome, and then we
Then they just fucked us dry.
Yeah.
So we were raped. That's all there was to it.
Yeah.
Just fucking raped. Hated that movie.
So yeah, I mean, I got better feelings than I did about this film, but it's not. I'm still not completely.
Not 100%, but
But it beats out these other films simply because it's a Marvel film.
Right, and with Marvel's track record, there's just I've got a lot of faith in their ability to make shit that seems like it's not going to work on paper actually work. They made Thor work.
Yeah.
And Thor was one of those that I was, wow, how the fuck are they going to translate that from the comic into a movie and make it work? But they did.
Thor was definitely the head scratcher for me.
Guardians of the Galaxy was also a question right up until I saw the first trailer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the difference with Ant-Man, because the trailer hasn't made me go, oh, all right, cool, I get it, I'm in.
The thing that got me with Guardians of the Galaxy was me going, well, I don't know this team of Guardians of the Galaxy, because I read Guardians of the Galaxy back in the 90s.
When it was a different curve.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
The dude with the blue mohawk and shit.
Yeah, the Prism guy, Yondu.
Yeah.
It was a different Yondu, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's...
But, so, we're taking a lot of this movie on faith, and I'm trusting that it's going to pay off in the end, because Marvel really hasn't let us down. Even the movies that people generally shit on for Marvel, like Iron Man 2 and every standalone Incredible Hulk movie, I like the Edward Norton Hulk movie.
Just not the Ang Lee one.
No.
But that's not...
No, but they
that's
introduced
not
some
continuity,
really
so.
dumb shit in there. But I liked Iron Man 2. I mean, it's, like you, my big disappointment with the Marvel movies in general was Iron Man 3.
Yeah. And that movie would have been fine if they'd actually done the Mandarin. I would have been completely okay with it if they would have just done away with the extremist stuff and actually had Mandarin coming out and just kicking some ass.
Yeah, because Mandarin's such a great villain to tease him like that and then get left with movie blue balls was fucking cruel.
Yeah.
But anyway, so moving on to number 4.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing Spy Hunter. Or Mission Impossible.
Yeah. But no, 007, Spectre. Go watch this fucking trailer. Holy shit, this movie's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, their track record so far, like the Marvel movies, the most recent James Bond movies, with the slight exception of Quantum of Solace, have been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel Craig.
My favorite Bond.
Is
without question
crazy badass as Bond.
Yeah, no, he's just fucking intense and vicious and
yeah.
Daniel Craig's 007's just a bad motherfucker.
And now that they're kind of harking back to the 1960s stuff too, where they're the Aston Martin and Spectre itself being
Yeah.
involved. And Spectre, I mean,
Right.
fanboyism.
Yeah, and well, and coming on the heels of the success of Skyfall, as long as they stick to what they've been doing, they're probably gonna have to work hard to fuck this up.
Mm. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this film.
Yeah, no, the trailer was fucking jaw dropping.
Yeah.
And it's everything you want out of Bond, without the stupid bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Should we? Well, let's talk about number 3.
All right, number 3, Mad Max: Fury Road. Again, go watch this fucking trailer. Holy shit! This. They have not lost a step.
Well, and the people who have seen the film, because there are people who have seen the film,
Yeah.
are saying that the entire film is the trailer. The
Yeah, it's
trailer
just one
is the
big
entire
long
film.
car chase.
It's just one big. And the only thing I'm worried about is whether or not I can survive watching the whole thing without something exploding.
Right.
You know,
Just collapsing from system shock.
yeah, just
Too much awesome. Fuck.
yeah. No, I mean
It's the shot in the storm with the car getting sucked up and exploding in the ball of fire. Oh fuck
man.
me, that's just
Man.
awesome.
Man, this movie is gonna be.
And the whole trailer's just moment after moment after moment of just cool fucking shots. I mean, it's
Holt. What's the kid's name? Holt. Jesse Holt. Brian, the one who played Beast in the newer X-Men, the new Beast.
Yeah, I don't know.
He plays the bald guy with the skeleton makeup on. It's just
Okay.
like, ah! It looks like he's just gonna be playing a great, insane, crazy person.
Yeah, I can't say enough about it. I'm so looking forward to this.
We were sold on the fact that it's a new Mad Max film.
Yeah.
Even the weakest Mad Max moments were still fucking awesome.
The only thing that would make this just slightly better, and I'm still holding out a little bit of hope for it, is if Mel Gibson was the villain. That would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. That's exciting.
It's and Mad Max movies have never been real deep on story, which I'm usually very much give me a good story rather than a lot of eye candy. But I will kind of put it aside for Mad Max just because they've really kind of built the genre on just amazingly cool, fucked up action moments.
Mm-hmm.
And like for as much as I hate on Michael Bay for explosions and shit, I'm okay with it in Mad Max movies.
No,
Bring it on. And generally the story thread is pretty good. The first movie was kind of weird and all over the place.
Yeah.
But the Road Warrior was a solid story, and so was Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And I expect this to have those great quotable moments like all the other Mad Max movies have had.
Mm-hmm.
It's because everybody knows, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Master Blaster and shit.
Who runs Bada Town?
It's gonna be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
If this ends up being a bad movie, it will shatter my entire perception of the world and the universe and good and evil.
Yeah, I can't see this not being a good movie. I can see maybe 3 of these films
Possibly going wrong.
disappointing us. And those would be like 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, so now on to slots 2 and 1. We had a disagreement about what was going to be in slot 1 and what was going to be in slot 2.
Well,
but it seems to have been written down here in Derek's order. So slot number 2...
Well, no, see? The original list.
Yeah, and that arrow that's crisscrossing between the two of them was how I notated that we couldn't actually come up with which was number one and number two that we were looking forward to.
You couldn't decide. I was able to easily decide.
Well, all right, because I also decided, let's just say we argued about what was number one and number two. But since you wrote the list before we started, apparently the number two movie that we're looking forward to this year, drum roll please. Awesome. Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Oh, what the fuck do you have to say, man? It's Avengers 2.
It's another movie that I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to walk out of without my insides being on my outsides.
You're just going to have a massive squeam moment?
Yeah, I mean, I might need... I'm going to have to wear a condom. Because it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, the Avengers and James Spader as fucking Ultron.
Yeah, I mean...
Dude, take my money.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah.
What else do you have to say about it? You know, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are going to be in it. I think they're going to have a hard time outdoing Quicksilver from X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean...
not Age of Apocalypse, X-Men Days of Future Past. Because that was easily the best scene in the movie.
Yeah.
But...
For being such a dorky-looking character, he was super cool in that movie.
Yeah, he was. But we're kind of drifting away from Avengers.
But yeah, you're right. It is going to be hard to outdo that. It's going to be hard to... But, I mean, it's not going to...
The fight with...
awesome.
The fight between Hulk and Iron Man is going to be so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything with Ultron is going to be fucking amazing. And how could you not? And it's going to be setting up Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Which should be also very cool. I mean, if nothing else, just to see everybody fighting everybody else.
Yeah, right. And it's Joss Whedon. You can't fuck this up.
No.
There's no way this movie's going to be bad.
And this...
You know, and then like 3 weeks from now, we're going to have to do an episode where I was like, all right, I'm sorry. It sucked.
I would like to recant 3 episodes ago. No, I don't think that's gonna...
I will never prejudge a movie again.
I think there's a chance of it. The chance of that is so minute that I don't think we.
It's negligible. Really.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be. It's gonna be an awesome, fun time. It comes out.
The only question being Joss Whedon, who's gonna die?
Yeah, and then the way things have been going, who's gonna come back to life by the end of the episode?
Well, yeah. But,
well, obviously Jarvis dies.
You know, well, and I'm wondering how events on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to tie into this.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's
which is what I love about what Disney is doing with Marvel. Everything is so tied together, and you know the events of one movie are going to affect the stuff on TV. You know, vice versa. It's an amazing time to be a geek.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
I mean, for a bunch of people who like the nostalgic culture, and we like having the stuff that we love done to death.
Yeah.
This is an amazing time. It's one of the reasons why you don't see.
It's a golden age of geekery.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why everybody complains that there's nothing original. I mean, it's difficult to come up with anything original anyway, but when the stuff that you have right now is so good, who gives a damn if it's original or not?
Yeah, right. Quit your bitching. Just grab a bucket of popcorn and cut a hole in the bottom and tuck in for this fucking movie.
But this is the sequel we've been waiting for 3 years.
Yeah.
The number 1 spot on this list is the sequel that we've been waiting for the last 22 years.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Maybe it's been 30 years. 1983?
Was Jedi 83?
Yeah. So yeah, 30 years. This is the sequel we've been waiting for 30 years.
32?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the last.
Okay, I'm not going to count the fucking prequels. Fuck those movies.
Was decent. But
no, the first one was awful. The second one was decent. The third one I actually liked quite a bit. Despite the campy bullshit.
But they still weren't the Star Wars movies we've been waiting for.
No, definitely not.
And I think this has a very, very, very good chance of being the Star Wars sequel we've been waiting for.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, when they initially announced that Episode 7 was going to go down, a lot of people were like, oh, this is going to suck. This can't be good. This is going to be awful. Fucking Disney owns it now, those bastards. And my counter argument was, Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah.
And you've seen what they've been doing with fucking Marvel. And J.J.
I've seen
Abrams.
what they've been doing with all their movies. There hasn't been a Disney movie in a long time that I've been like, ugh.
Yeah.
Even like Maleficent, even like, I haven't seen Cinderella yet, but even like you got like all their cartoons and stuff that have been coming out have been good. Brave, all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people kind of shat upon Brave. And not me. I liked it. I thought it was a
and
very,
it was unjustifiable as far as I could tell.
No, it was a fun little empowerment movie.
Yeah.
I dug Brave. I thought Brave was cool. But anyway, so you got Disney and you got J.J. fucking Abrams, who doesn't fuck up a whole lot of stuff.
No. The only thing he fucks up on is when he tries to hide what he's doing too much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not con. It's not con.
Yeah. No.
It's con.
Yeah. And for the people that were, not happy with Into Darkness, fuck those guys.
Lighten up, people.
Well, no, it was good for the most part. There was some cheesy stuff in Into Darkness that I wasn't real impressed with. I thought it
borrowed too heavily.
Well, no, I thought it referenced Wrath of Khan too much.
Yeah.
That I had a problem with. Right down to like the whole death scene where they just switched roles and shit like that. I didn't like that. But the broad strokes of the movie was good. It was a good plot. It was, it was fun. It kept me engaged. I thought he did a decent job with that. And for everybody who's bitchy about lens flares, come on over. I'll punch you in the fucking eye and give you a lens flare of your own, you son of a bitch. It's a stylistic choice, you cunts.
I think the biggest problem with In Darkness wasn't with the movie itself. It was with the fact that there is a certain mob mentality behind nerd rage.
Especially on the internet.
Yeah, especially via internet, where one person,
you get
one small group of people has a problem with something,
yeah,
and then everybody jumps on board with it, and it just escalates.
You get a bunch of contrarian fucks trying to be cool. But anyway, Star Wars Episode 7, I feel it should be excellent. I fully expect it to be an absolutely amazing movie. And I'm looking forward to a lot more from those guys. I mean, there's a Boba Fett standalone film in the works.
I guess the one that's coming up is more likely geared towards the stealing of the Death Star plans.
Okay.
Right before Episode 4.
Yeah.
So that
because a lot of Bothans died?
No, that was the second Death Star.
Oh, okay.
First Death Star was just like it was supposed to be Cal Katarn who stole it in the Dark Forces.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's been a while.
Yeah, but I guess it's gonna be like a group of bounty hunters.
But is that shit from the game even canon anymore?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, which is why they're gonna do this movie, and this movie's gonna be canon. But yeah, I mean, that's why there's no contest for me. As much as I'm looking forward to Avengers, I'm really, 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 really looking forward to Star Wars. Like, so much so that I tear up thinking about it. I get weepy.
It's true. I've seen it.
I get...
He weeps like a little bitch.
I do. it's not. I don't have the hysteria I had when Phantom Menace was about to come out. But it's pretty fucking close.
Why? Because you've learned how far you can fall from that particular crested wave?
Yeah. Phantom Menace I was looking forward to so much that I thought it was a good movie the first 20 times I saw it.
You poor fuck.
I was like, it's a good movie. No, it's gotta be a good movie. It's gotta be a good movie. It's gotta be a good movie. It's gotta.
Yeah, and then George Lucas was like, no, it doesn't.
No, it's 20th time I'm like, no, it's not a good movie.
Hey man, hey man, hey man. Midichlorians.
My blinders had eroded. So yeah, that's why this episode 7, I mean, there's not even a question that is the most anticipated film for me. And since you're on the ropes, I think my dire enthusiasm wins over the argument.
Who said I was on the ropes? No, I'm behind Avengers.
You're 100% behind Avengers? Really?
Yeah.
Star Trek junkie. Damn Trekkers.
Hey, if nothing else, I get to piss in your face about it.
Yay!
And that's worth it to me.
I got a golden shower.
Oh, now if you just remember the golden ticket tune from Willy Wonka, that would be perfect.
Can't use it because that would be copyright infringement. We would not be able to monetize this video.
Oh. All right. He's got a golden shower. He's got the shower of power.
By the power of golden shower.
He's wet and wild and fun and mild, and he's got a salty taste in his mouth.
So anyway, that's our top 10 movies that we're looking forward to.
They even apparently piss in the South? What?
In a distinct order, apparently. Although we've got it written so.
Yeah. Well, he thinks there's a distinct order. I think he can kiss my ass. But anyway, so thanks for joining us on Saturdays at Derek's, and we'll see you next week. Later.
Woodles. There comes a time when you want to shit on Ant-Man.
Shit on him.
And the turd must come out all at once.
All at once.
There's some poop that's flying. It's getting in his mouth.
And he doesn't really like the taste.
That or pee. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Actually, do you think, wouldn't that be like the thing you could actually use to beat Ant-Man, is if you just took a shit on him? Just buried him in your shit?
Or you could land on it and become Fly Man.
So,
Like,
no, wouldn't he suffocate?
yeah. Well, he's still got his full human strength, so he could just like hold on to it and be like, "It's not hitting me, man. It's all cool." Or super dig out of it.
No, that would be his nemesis, Monkey Man. Fuck you, fuck Daredevil, and fuck your mama. Bullseye out. My God, you're good at that. You know, they say 10,000 hours of practice and you can suck a dick real good.
What happens when you don't make it?
Saturday.